Hello, Capricorn. This is your general tarot and oracle forecast for the week of May the 5th to the 11th. Let's see what we have here this week for you. What is your download message? Big fat yes. Let's find out what we need to know about the yes. What you nurture will grow. So, yeah. Okay, great. All right, let's see what we have here for your tarot messages. See what we've got. Spirit, guides. Let's see what we have here. All right. Coming in with your first card, you have the Page of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords. Wow. You have the Nine of Pentacles. And your final outcome card is the Seven of Swords. So this is for your possible future energy. Okay, so starting off, Capricorn, you did get a big fat yes, an answer to a question, but I wanted to know what it might pertain to. So what you're focusing on is going to show some growth, some expansion, some success, some returns for your efforts. So, and maybe even rewards. So what you nurture is going to grow this week. So, sit with it, work with it, concentrate on it, and nurture it, and you're going to find that things will work out in your favor. Coming in with your first card, you've got answers, and it says you will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. Okay, so this is your life or your career card. So for some of you, you're going to find answers. Okay, you're going to find answers to what you need to know. Maybe they have to do with your personal life. You've got the card here of love. You have the key to something here. You have the key to your own heart and to maybe someone else's. But also it could have to do with your job. You have the key to open doors of opportunity here, and there could be something coming through that will give you more job security. Maybe maybe you've got a new job and you're waiting for that 3-month period to have an evaluation, and you're going to find that you have this security of long-term employment perhaps. Now coming in next under that, you have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is you're going to receive a message here, excuse me, of something that's very imperative that will actually put a little bit of a halt to your moving forward to your plans. Sometimes it comes in all of a sudden, you're not expecting it or who delivers it, but don't attack the messenger. This is a card that says you will have clarity now. You won't be walking on eggshells or a tightrope anymore. You're going to be able to handle something. It does get your creative juices flowing. You're going to get excited about this news that you do hear from this page. Coming in with the, speaking of that, you've got the card Round and Round, and this comes in your focus part of the reading. There's times where you think you're spiraling in a downward spiral. You might be thinking that things aren't working out. You almost get where you're going, and then it kind of halts. This is a reminder, although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you're standing at a higher area now, okay, a higher level, looking down at your circumstances. And you're going to learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. So you actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprint and what you're going towards. So don't be afraid of, when you feel you get those moments of that things aren't going fast enough for you, or things are starting to, spiral down. Really, it's this leveling of yin and yang and up and down flow that you're going to feel with a situation that you're working on here. So there's going to be ebbs and tides, peaks and flows, that type of thing. But just stand your ground and keep focused on it and keep working towards it. You're going to see clarity now. The Ace of Swords is that aha epiphany moment where your eyes are open to seeing something in complete clarity. You're not going to be confused anymore. You're not going to be in the dark, as to say, per se, anymore. You're going to know exactly the path you have to go on, and you're going to have that clear sight line moving forward. So a really good card that says you're going to see the truth in a situation. You're going to be able to continue moving forward. The Strength card comes in your challenge, and this is a card that says you're resilient. You're going to bounce back. You have that ability to take a lot of burdens on your shoulder, but you can complete them and do them. This is a card of balance as well. Make sure that you've got that, you take yourself to center. Being strong is often, can be inner strength, or maybe you're feeling as though you have the burdens of the world on your shoulders, but you'll get through this. You have resilience, you bounce back, and you're going to get through these challenges. You worry about it sometimes at night with the Nine of Swords. You're having trouble sleeping. You might be having things going over and over in your mind. But I'm here to tell you, the universe and the powers that be say, don't worry, okay? Don't take them to bed with you, because what happens is worry brings on physical ailment. We don't want migraines. We don't want neck aches. We don't want to have heart palpitations. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not prescribing you anything. I'm just saying we all know that our mental ability has a lot to do with our physical all over well-being. So getting your rest, trying to be more positive, definitely not taking your problems to bed with you, okay? Let those worries go, because worry never helped a situation improve. Coming in next, you have the card openness. So being open now to opportunities and things around you, receiving signs, just be still. Don't do anything right now. When we get openness, that's what it's about. It's about listening and watching for those signs, not jumping into anything, not launching off real quick, okay? If you're trying to make a decision, take your time, okay? And watch for the signs and listen. All right. Sometimes life unfolds that way, and rather than becoming engaged in it and charging in towards anything, be open to what the universe has in store for you. Okay. Be receptive to any messages coming in, because it's amazing how when we do that, it's almost like miracles happen. We see things coming in, and we watch these repeating signs, and then all of a sudden we go, yeah, I saw that. I felt that. I know that. Now things are better, and they will get better, because you have the Nine of Pentacles this week, and that is walking in your Garden of Eden, your Garden of Abundance, keeping your eyes open to all possibilities and picking from all those beautiful trees in that orchard, being able to see the opportunities as they present themselves, and doing your research, focusing on them, nurturing them. This is a card that says you're starting to now be able to see the fruits of your labor coming in for all your hard work you've been putting into something. Coming in at the end of the week, possible future energy, you've got the armadillo. Now, this was what Spirit was telling you. This is your challenge. This is your focus, beginning and your ending here now with stay healthy. Okay, and set healthy boundaries. The armadillo is protected. He's able to run along with that armor on his back and roll up in a ball almost when he needs to hide and protect himself. But you're now setting up healthy boundaries, and that means drawing the line in the sand. If someone is overstepping their welcome, overstepping their boundaries, your boundaries, you're going to set it straight. You're going to be direct. You're going to let them know, and you're going to draw that line in the sand and say, this is not appropriate. This isn't up to you. This is my life. So doing that, protecting yourself here in the process. Someone may have made you feel this way with deception. They may not have been as honest as they portrayed to be. They were a wolf in sheep's clothing, and maybe you fell for their charm and their tactics and their ideas. But you're not going to do that anymore, because you're setting up boundaries, and you're going to let them know that you're not going to be part and parcel to any deception. This is the card that says beware of the wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone could be trying to coerce, talk you into something. Remember, everything that glitters isn't gold, and if it looks too good to be true, chances are, my beautiful Capricorns, it is. So let's see what we've got. What do we need for clarity? All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, verification, validation, and clarification. Let's see what we have here for my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns. So coming in with the Page of Swords, you've got the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is that card that says you're going to be working with a group of people, communicating, conveying information, bouncing ideas back and forth off of each other. You're working towards the same goal of success and improvement in your lives. It could have to do with your job and your career, or an organization, group, or something you're involved in. You may be asked to step up and teach, preach, and convey information that you have of wisdom to them, because you're going to be bouncing ideas off of each other. Remember, teamwork is dream work. Coming in with the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups again, double representation that the truth is revealed. You're now starting to see success for what you're nurturing here, what you're working on, and it could be your job and your career, or even a relationship. But things are getting better now, so much better than they were, and you're going to be able to almost relax a little bit and not worry so much, okay? Let's see what we have for the Nine of Swords and being strong. You have the Four of Pentacles. Boy, oh boy, that's been coming up a lot this week for everybody, it seems. So you're holding on to something, but I think you're being mindful of your money. You're not going to want to run out and buy that big ticket item. You're not going to want to run out and do any emotional spending. Could come back and bite you at the end of the month with the bill. This is a card of being mindful and, you know, being careful with your balance, your budget, and not running out and doing anything too quickly. It is the extremes of which you spend or you save your money. So you're holding on to something, and it can be time, it can be a situation, it can even be a person. Coming in with the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Hangman. The Hangman is you looking at things from a broader, wider perspective. You know, she sees things different this way, and she sees things different that way. You're taking your time to process something here. You may feel like you're hanging in limbo, but you're not really. This is time out. This is for you to think about a process that you're going through, and you're going to be able to resolve it, okay, by taking your time, not rushing in too quickly. This is the card that says once you get all your ducks in a row and the information that you need, you're going to hit the ground running. So this will change. This is a temporary pause of action, okay? Coming in next with that Seven of Pentacles. Let's see what we have for your final card. Let's see what we have. You have the Four of Swords. So this is, you know, there's quite a few swords here. This is a card that says taking a time out, pulling back, calling a truce, resting up, not rushing to make a decision or a choice or sign a document or a contract. This is you saying, you know what, I set my boundaries up, I'm pulling back, I need a rest. So whether you need a rest for your physical all over well-being, your health, or whether you just need a time out to think about things and just rest up. Well, my beautiful Capricorns, this is your reading for this week. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful Capricorns.